Hello, this is KMB Comer, and today I'm just doing a little quick tutorial on the item elevator design I made for my SMP world. So I was just gonna show how to build it first, and show off why it works and how it works, and then I'll show you why I really like this design for SMP on my server. So first of all, this design works off two pretty simple principles, I guess. First thing first is so we're gonna have our upward facing droppers to get the items up, and how we're gonna end up powering these is just by repeating this little unit here. So what happens when we power this is we get power going through this dust to this repeater. Repeater puts it into this block and down to this dust, which powers the block that the repeater is sitting on and powers the dropper. So that's pretty simple. And then the other thing we're using is this little hopper clock. So what ends up happening is when this torch is on, both are disabled, it's not running. We have exactly one item in the hoppers, and we have a comparator coming off one of them, and you can see when it's running we just get a nice slow stable pulse, and this pulse is very stable for use in SMP and that sort of thing. So then if we hook these together like this, you can hear we get consistent pulses through our dropper, and that's the basis of how this thing works. So if we extend this upward a couple, we can continue building this this spiral upwards like this, and like this, and like this, and this will extend as high as you need it. And yeah, you just keep going upward like that, dust like that, and dust there, dust there, dust there. And you can hear we're getting 3 clicks, which you might say, okay, well, you have four droppers, so why are you only getting 3 clicks? Well, that's a little bug with droppers that I found, that it's fixed in the complete design of the elevator, so we won't worry about that. But if we go ahead and put some roses in here, we start getting them popping out the top. So yeah, that's the basis of the design. So now I'll move on to the actual build tutorial. Okay, so here's how to build the thing. You'll need a 3-block clearance underneath. You put your first dropper right on top of that. You can take that out. Now you can have your hopper chain leading into it, however many you need from wherever, and yeah, we'll just use that chest to feed it. So what we want to do first is come off of the bottom dropper at that angle there. So we're just to the left of the chain coming in. We'll drop a comparator on there, and then a block in front of that, torch on the side, and then what we want to do is build that that hopper clock. So we'll put 2 hoppers facing into each other, and we can put dust on top of that, and then we want to load exactly 1 item into this hopper here. That's important. It's got to be in that one. Then we just come off the other hopper on the side with a comparator, go up 1 block, another beside that, repeater and dust like that, and then we stair step up twice. We get dust like that, and then we start our first little dropper power unit. Now this bottom one is a little bit different. All we want to do is we want to bring it out 1 extra block and put another dust there, so that it's not throttling this hopper here. It'll still get power into this block, but yeah, we won't be throttling the hopper and throttling the items more than necessary going into that bottom dropper. So that is basically it. You know, we're elevating one block here, but yeah, that's the basis of the unit. I can load some roses in there and we can see it working. So completely silent, not making any noise at all, and we're getting the roses in there. And yeah, we'll let that cycle through. We had 16, so we got them all. And you know, we can extend it up very easily, just like so. And then yeah, we just extend our spiral a bit. So it you know, it's not too difficult to build an SMP. The resource usage, you know, you got like a repeater and a couple dust for every level you go up, and the actual mechanics of building it, not too difficult either. And yeah, I can show you how that's done in just a second here, but yeah, we've got that extended up. So we can try it out again, load this up with some more roses, and it's working. And we're getting the roses up to the top here without any noise being made at all. And yeah, it's just completely reliable. And we'll get to that when we get to the SMP part. Now, for building the dropper tower, it is a little bit tricky to do in survival, but it's not too bad. So yeah, when you're building your chain up in creative, you know, you could just kind of go like that. But obviously, if you're in survival, you'll be kind of jumping on the blocks here and that sort of thing. So I found the easiest way to do it is to build just the spiral first. So you do something like this, and you can take that out, and then, you know, build like this, and just get your spiral up all the way first. Get all your repeaters and all your dust in. So this would actually be here. Whoops, like that. So get all the everything on the spiral in first, and then what you can do is just start at the bottom and work your way up. And you'll just put a block on top of this dust here, and then dust on top of that, and that will complete the spiral. You can't get a real good look at it from what I just did, but yeah, trust me that will work. So yeah, you could see if I continued this up like that, that would complete the unit for the top here. And then so we'll go back over here and we can see we got all 32 of our roses in the top. So that is the build tutorial for that. Now I'm going to head over to my server and just show you a couple tests as to why I love this design so much. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, well, I'm on my server where we have a combination, ooh, that was a good batch, a combination witch farm and skeleton farm. So under the floor here we have hoppers, so witches fall on the floor. Hoppers collect all the items and funnel it down a hopper chain running under this floor here. And we have a skeleton spawner right up here, very lucky find, and same thing, funnels all the items into the same hopper chain running this way. And right here I've installed the item elevator, so it goes all the way up to the surface. We can take a quick look at that. It's behind the ladders here. Yeah, so it comes all the way up here. This is the end of it up here, and it goes into this hopper chain, which goes into a sorting system. So we sort out all the drops from those two mob types. And over here on the end we have just a miscellaneous chest that collects all the drops that don't fit into any of these categories. So I have 6 stacks of dirt on me, and I'm going to load them into the item elevator down at the bottom, and we'll just show it in action here on this SMP world. I'm the only one online, so can do some good tests here. So yeah, we'll just load it in right here. 6, oh, hello. You can see Did it grab those? I guess it might have. Oh yeah, because this is still on half slabs. If we get any skeletons wearing feather falling boots, yeah, they don't die. So let me just finish loading in this dirt here. Okay, so it's all going up the item elevator. You can hear nothing, which is exactly what we're looking for. Perfectly silent. Now, so first thing I'll do is I'll go through the Nether Portal, and I'll come back here. So, through the portal. Alright, so we went to the Nether, and we go back, and it will not break the elevator. It will continue working on this SMP world. So we can see we're still getting dirt flowing through here. It's still coming up the elevator here. Next thing, I'm just gonna grab a boat. I'm gonna have to make one real quick. Sorry about that. So I'll probably speed this part up just a little bit, because what I'm gonna be doing is unloading these chunks just by boating really far away on the ocean here. So yeah, we'll probably put a little fast forward in here as I boat myself out. Alright, right here I'm approximately 250 blocks away from the elevator, so definitely should have unloaded those chunks. Now I'll head back and we'll check to make sure it's still working. Okay, I'm back at the elevator, and you can see we're still getting dirt coming up here. So it's still working. We're getting it flowing through these hoppers here, and still no noise. Now the last and most extreme test I'll do here is I'll shut down the server, and then we'll come back on and it will still be going. So let me just tab out for a second here, go to my MCMyAdmin, and I will restart the server. So you see we disconnected, and it will just take a second to restart. Should be good. So there, we're back up, and you can see we are still going strong. Get into that dropper. Oh, we got a few witch drops mixed in there, so that's good. But yeah, so if I wait here long enough, we have 5 stacks of dirt have made it up. And we'll just maybe do a quick cut here, and I'll be back when it's all up here. Okay, well, we got all 6 of our stacks of dirt into this chest, so there you have it. So yeah, what we have here is a fail-proof, silent, SMP-friendly item elevator. Those are the big strengths of it. Weaknesses, to be fair, you know, it's a little heavy on resources. It can cause a little bit of server lag because of so many repeaters updating. But yeah, I mean, it's not too difficult to build. It can be done pretty quickly, and yeah, it's just, you know, I've never been able to make this thing fail. So I really love this design. You know, I think it works better than other supposed fail-proof designs. You know, you even have ones that use a comparator for each dropper level that you go up, and I've even had those fail on me. You know, they'll just randomly bug out, but I've never had any problems with this. And one more strength this has, if I just go down to the bottom here and show you one more thing. If we take a peek right here, where so right here, this block, that is where the Redstone Torch is located that controls the hopper clock down there. So if I were to just put a lever on here, which unfortunately I can't make, but if you just put a lever on there and flick it, it will run the clock, and It'll make a terrible racket, but that's a way you can clear any possible jams in the system. You know, force feed anything up that might get stuck in there, although I've never had to do that because I've never had a jam. So yeah, that's about that. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you liked the design, and yeah, I'll see you in the next episode of my LP.